political parties in our country, and the open invitation to the judiciary to intercede in the process makes you think that politics is a very tedious business for all of us. The ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, in Yobe State has decided to appeal the Federal High Court ruling recognizing Bashir Machina as the candidate for the Yobe North Senatorial District in the 2023 elections. Suffice it to say that Senate President Ahmed Lawan had issued a statement on Thursday distancing himself from any appeal, but APC chairman in Yobe State, Mr. Mohammed Gadaka, said the party would go the whole hog. Emeka, are we helping the INEC here?
I think that party chairman is just to be laughed at. Because you cannot,
but it means business.
Cannot be shopping, you cannot engage in a fishing expedition. That is what is called engaging in a fishing expedition in law. The man who is involved, Lawan, Dr. Ahmed Lawan, has said he's done with the process. He issued a statement. He said he's done with the process. He gave his, he expressed his mind. And he's an adult. You're now saying that, all right, irrespective of whatever he said, you are going to appeal. What is your locus? On what standpoint are you going to appeal? You are not the person who is supposedly expected to hold the ticket. You're actually supposed to be an impartial arbiter because the party has thousands of members. So who have a right to aspire to any office in the land? Now look at the statement of the chairman of the state, the state chairman saying that we will not allow the 23 years of Dr. Ahmed Lawan in the Senate to be rubbish. What are you talking about? So are you saying that your party will just hold up Lawan like a mummy or something, and you will not groom other members of the party to aspire? Then how do you build democracy? How do you build participatory democracy, inclusive democracy? You have youths coming up who have shown interest in the electoral process. How do you now want, you say, okay, youth are leaders of tomorrow. All right, maybe some youths who are born in 1999 are showing interest in the electoral process. We have got to tomorrow. You are still trying to postpone that tomorrow again. How do our politicians look at leadership? How do they look at democracy? All right. I think the party chairman should look for something else to do.
Let's take this call from Adekole. He's reaching us from London. Good evening, Ade.
Hello, how are you, citizen?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm okay. Nigeria is your son. No, you are older than Nigeria now.
I agree. They watch that son.
My greeting to the panel and Prince Babajide. I want to ask you a question. If our president will be on the ballot in February, do you think they wouldn't have solved the problem of ASU by now? That's the question. Let's assume our president is going to be on the ballot. Do you think they will still delay it by now? They will have solved it. So think about that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We call it politics. Jide, the courts are stepping in where internal party democracy should be the rule of the game. Are we not in trouble?
Where party leaders imagine that they cannot be challenged, where party leaders breach the law, breach INEC guidelines, then the courts have to come in. For some of these guys, the award is law. You cannot challenge them, you can't talk to them. We are in a country where governors will shamelessly go and conduct primaries in complete contradistinction of what the law says. The rules guiding primary election. Governor, brushing aside his integrity, going to conduct primaries and ensuring complete negation of the rules. Does that not tell you that something is wrong with us? Because it tells me that a lot is wrong with us.
It puts the job of the REC, in the state, in this case, Yobe, in trouble.
How?
What if governors, if parallel primaries are involved here? It means the man who is representing INEC in the state has no job to do.
No, he still has a job to do.
So
They had primaries, they had 2 primaries in Osun.
that's it.
INEC would always go to 1. They can't go to 2.
Yeah.
You understand? But the problem is not with INEC. Neither is the problem not with our laws. The problem has to do with the Nigerian politician. The Nigerian politician is extremely selfish. He sees politics simply as a zero-sum game. My opponent must not get anything. I must get anything. You see party leaders, they are behaving like the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper stretches his hands like this. No, he wants to pack everything. You steal public funds, that's not enough. You still force your own people on everyone, whether they are qualified or not. Now, in this case, I don't know what that party chairman is talking about. If Lawan has given up at this stage, because he can see
The
maybe
end of the line.
he has a third eye, he can see where this whole thing will end up. He's the one spending money on lawyers who are happy anyway to collect all the
they are
money.
in season.
Yes. He's saying, no, I've had enough. Even a little kid being force-fed, you know, the way our old women of those days used to force-feed. At a point when the child has had this feel, you will see the body language.
Obviously.
You know? So the man says it's enough. What is your own? He's had enough. You, what is your own? You still want the matter to continue. Now, Machina's lawyer in court challenged Lawan's lawyer to produce just one witness. One witness to the so-called primaries that they conducted after the first one. He said, just produce one person that witnessed that one. Of course, no one was produced. Now, the judge is saying that first primary that Machina won met all the conditions precedent
That's it.
for a primary election as stipulated in our laws. So what else? That means that primary election has to stand. So if Gadaka says he wants the matter to continue, who will be the second defendant? Because Lawan has said, no, I've had enough. Will Gadaka now replace Lawan as the
second appellant now.
Completely for me, the way if it's wicked now, you completely. So Gadaka will now replace Lawan as the second appellant. So,
Oh boy.
does that make sense? Let this whole matter end. Let the candidate go and start preparing for the election.
That's it.
Why should pre-election litigation be going on for so long?
All right, Emeka, quickly before we go to for a commercial break, can we consider the statement credited to the late Charles de Gaulle of France? Politics is too serious a matter to be left to politicians alone.
Of course, that's why we are all stakeholders. The citizens have become stakeholders. Of course, you are a prime citizen, so you agree with me that the people must always be on their guard. They must watch these politicians. Otherwise, they will turn democracy to
a child's joke.
To a joke. And we'll all be in trouble.